So, good day everyone. Today we will discuss about our research study entitled by The Impacts of Online Class in PUP Students Due to COVID-19 Pandemic. And we are proposed this research on November 4, 2020, and we are present to Dr. Joselita Panti. By the way, these are my team member and I am the presenter and the team leader. So my team member are Abaanag Hana, Batulan Mikey, Castro Catherine Zeta Jones, Montilla, Shella May, and Peralta Jasmine. So variables and respondents. In the research, we have the respondent, and when we say respondents are those persons who have been invited to participate in a particular study. So in our research, we gathered some respondents in PUP that are currently enrolled this academic 2021 and 2022 and experiencing the online class learning. Then the respondents of this research will study randomly select a year level of students who will come up with 20 respondents in Technological University of the Philippines academic year 2021 and 2022. These respondents are the ones who are knowledgeable enough to answer the problems posed in the present study. They answered the questionnaire that the researchers gave them, which implies that information that the researchers needed. So in our research, we conduct a survey and we give or send to them in their Gmail or in the messenger. And in instrumental statistical tools, by the way, when we say that statistical tools involved in carrying out a study include planning, designing, collecting data, analysis, drawing, interpretation, and reporting of the research findings. So, as what I said earlier, sa respondents namin, gumamit kami ng survey. And that survey, nag-gathered kami ng data that would come up a statistical tools. To determine the impact of online class to the TUP students due to COVID-19 pandemic, the following Likert scale method was used. So, in conducting our survey, gumamit kami ng chosen na mga pipiliin nila. So, this category comprises 15 statements of 6 options in each described. 6, strongly agree. 5, agree. 4, slightly agree. 3, slightly disagree. 2, disagree. And 1, strongly agree. Then, as what I said earlier, in the statistical tools, it composed of planning, designing, collecting, data analysis. So, di ba, nag-come up tayo na merong survey na kailangan nating i-gather. And then, i-analyze natin kung ano ba yung mga problems doon or isa-summary natin para malaman natin yung mga problem na kailangan natin i-resolve. Kasi ang research is a problem na kailangan natin bigyan ng solution. So, ba't pa ba tayo gagawa ng isang research na hindi man natin siya kayang gawa ng solution or recommendation? Then, instrumental statistical tools to determine, ito yung ginamit namin na statistical tools. So, in our Likert scale, the rating scale is strongly disagree is 1 for verbal description, disagree 2, slightly disagree 3, and slightly disagree 4, agree 5, and strongly agree 6. So, as what I said earlier, na ang survey ay kailangan magawan siya ng analysis. Then after the analysis, you have to draw the results of the survey. Then, the first problem na come up dun sa research namin sa survey is the impact of student health, specifically sleep habits. So, 40% based on the survey, 40% said that strongly agree about the specifically sleep habits. Then slightly agree, 10%, 20% for agree, disagree, 5% slightly disagree is 20%, and strongly disagree, 20%. Ayun, then after namin magawan ng analysis, nagkaroon sa research namin, nilagyan namin siya ng interpretation para mas maintindihan kung ano yung dapat or kailangan na maging result nun. Graphs like the one above are called frequency distributions or histogram. Based in the result of the survey, we could say also that 40% of respondents choose strongly agree, 10% choose slightly agree, 20% chose agree, 5% chose disagree. Then for 20% chose slightly disagree, and 5% chose strongly disagree. Or in simpler terms, 70% chose agree or strongly agree, and 30% chose disagree or strongly agree. Then the number two na problem na nakita namin sa survey is the lack of motivation sa the student taking online. So 30% say that strongly agree and agree about sa motivations of student taking online class. Ibig sabihin, maraming mga student ang nakakaranas na lack of motivation talaga. Then, 15% slightly agree, and 10% agree. Then, 5% disagree, slightly disagree, 23% and strongly disagree. Graphs like the one above are called frequency distribution or histogram. Based on the result of the survey, we could also say that 30% of respondents chose strongly agree, 15% slightly agree, and 10% chose agree, 5% chose disagree, and 23% chose slightly disagree, and 17% chose strongly disagree. Or simpler terms, 55% chose agree or disagree. 45% chose disagree or disagree. Then the number three is decreased communication under instruction. So based on the survey result, 43% strongly agree, 14% slightly agree, 17% agree, and 10% disagree, slightly agree, 6%, and the last one is strongly disagree. Based on the result of the survey, we could also say that 43% of respondents chose strongly agree, 14% rather chose slightly agree, 17% chose agree, 10% chose disagree, 6% chose slightly disagree, 10% chose strongly agree, or simpler terms, 74 chose agree or strongly disagree, 26% chose disagree or strongly disagree. Then, this is the last na problem na gather namin sa aming research. The students are likely spending more time on digital devices every day. 33% from the respondent is strongly agree, 20% slightly agree, 18% agree, disagree, so, sana tayo. 7% disagree, slightly disagree, 5%, and strongly agree, 17%. So, Ito yung interpretation ng number 4. Rationale. In making your proposed research, you have to make a rationale. Why? Because rationale is the reason for conducting a research. So, sa research kasi, nandun yung mga novelty ng research ninyo, andun yung importance, significance, and then the recommendations in making or recommendation dun sa problem na i-research ninyo. Then, the rationale of our research is this paper conducted a research study to identify the effects of online class among TUP students, even in the midst of pandemic, and how this study can help and benefit students. This study focuses on the problem of online class throughout the student from TUP, and the researcher performs research in order to understand each problem of students, and the researchers will help them to solve their problem. So, naisip namin gawan ng research yung about sa impact ng online class sa mga student kasi especially we are a student nowadays na na-experience yung sa online class, kaya naisip din namin na para ma-encourage din yung iba na kayanin yung online class kahit na mahirap siya. Then, the introduction. This study is intended for the students and in Technological University of the Philippines who are currently affected in this new system to be engaged. The researchers uses a descriptive, qualitative research, and researchers will conduct a survey questionnaire to the TUPian students to answer their problems. So, actually, yung research namin is a qualitative research. That's why we use the descriptive research, because descriptive research is answering the 5 W's, which is what, where, when, why, and how. And actually, the descriptive research is also explaining about the solution, situations or phenomenon. Objectives of the study. Objectives of study of our research is what we want to achieve in this research. This is the object of the study, the impact of online class in TUP students due to COVID-19 pandemic. Help the student to their peer pressure in their mental health. So, naisip namin na gawan ng research yung about online class kasi there are some students na nape-pressure of their friends, of their classmates na kinakaya nila na minsan kasi sa reporting, ayan, may mga nauuna or sa groupings naman may mga taong mabilis na makaintindi at sila yung unang nakakagawa. Kaya nagkakaroon ng peer pressure and mental health sa students. To encounter the student in their to encourage rather the student in their online class. There are some students na na-notice namin na nawawalan sila ng confidence and then encouragement kasi marami kasing situations or circumstances na dumadating kapag sa online class, gaya na lang ng internet connection, sa cellphone, minsan naman hindi afford or kaya ng RAM or ROM ng cellphone. And then, yun, as a college student kasi, di ba, wala namang modules. And yung pwede lang na gawin is blended learning to increase communication to their instructor. So, in our objective, we also includes about the communication to their instructor kasi may mga professor kasi minsan na napaka-short or minsan naman sa isang student nang pinapasa yung isang instruction, then the student will send to the GC, kaya nagkakaroon ng confusion, hindi agad siya nagagawa. To help students to manage their time in using digital devices, it's also include about the digital devices kasi minsan nabababad tayo sa devices kasi minsan hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng time management. As a student, kailangan meron kang time management and para hindi mag-cramming ng mga gagawin. Then, let's move to the significance. Significance of the study. This study discusses the impact of online class to the Ethiopian students and how they will overcome this situation. So when we say significance of the study, yung sa research namin is nilagay namin yung importance or contributions ng study namin sa mga ibang ibang tao. Just like for examples, in the student, the result of this study will benefit this specific people. First is the student. So, ayun yung unang mag-benefit ng research namin. Students. It helps students to improve their learning skills by doing advanced reading, self-study, and also learn on how to handle their stress and physical health. So, sa research namin, naisip namin na sa mga student kasi minsan walang time management and then yun mahilig mag-cramming and then before entering the new subject or other subject dapat nakapag-scanning ka na or meron ka ng brief or primary source ng knowledge about dun sa pag-aaralan nyo kasi minsan mahirap pumasok sa isang subject. Kagaya namin, minsan na-experience namin yun na kapag wala kang alam sa isang subject mo is mahihirapan kang ma-absorb yung knowledge or yung topic. And to help the student to face the online class in the midst of the pandemic, it helped the student to improve their knowledge, to help the students to increase their communication skills. It helps to spend more time to their family, not to their digital devices. So, other one significance of the study of our research study is in the teacher to have an idea that they will do to motivate and encourage their students to his new forms of class and situation. So, sa amin, sa research namin, in-include namin sa mga teachers na magkaroon sila ng minsan parang balance lang yung pagbibigay ng mga academic or mga paperworks na kailangan gawin ng isang student. Kasi the more na mas madami yung binibigay, the more na nagmamadali sila na matapos. Then, to the parents to guide their children and consult them to avoid mental stress. So, for the parents, inaano namin yung significance of the study namin para maiwasan nila yung nai-stress nila yung isang student kasi minsan yung isang student akala nila tamad, which is magawa lang naman siya ng mga schoolwork nila. And also to understand your child, what they are doing. Then, statement of the problem. So, as what I said earlier and discussed in our research study, in the statistical, these are the problems that we already make a table and interpretation. Statement of the problem to study. This study aimed to determine the impact of online class in TOP students due to COVID-19 pandemic. Specifically, it sought to answer the following problems. First, the impact on student health, specifically sleep habits, the lack of motivation to the student taking online classes, decreased communication to the student and their instructor. The students are likely spending more time on digital devices every day. So, recommendation of the study. The recommendations of our study is this presents the summary of findings of the study and the study and the recommendations for the solutions of the problem discovered in the study are offered, providing guidance for learning and groups of students appear less and successful than using such mechanism with individual learners. Hello, naririnig pa ako?
Yes.
Okay. So, in recommendations of our study, first is providing guidance for learning for groups of students appear less successfully than such mechanism with individual learners. Actually, kasi related yung study na, ay recommendations namin sa mga teacher na kailangan magkaroon ng collaboration, ganun. Then, use collaborative or instructor-directed than in those studies where online learners work independently. Yun. Gaya na lang sa amin ngayon, yung mga teacher or instructor namin is ginagamit yung mga collaborative tools like Google Docs, Form, and other GSAT applications. Then, online learning can be enhanced by giving learners control of their interaction with media and prompting learners perfection. So, we recommend na yung mga student is maximize nila yung mga time na ginagamit nila for social media as soon as possible na hindi naman talaga siya kailangan or importante. Continue providing students with access to the basic technologies that are important to their academic success. Just like for example is yung sa TUP is nagbigay sila ng mga email na pwede namin ma-access to help para matulungan din yung study natin. And may mga application kasi na minsan hindi siya free to access and use kaya ginawa ng university to access that. Then settle down the things that need to be done as soon as possible. As a student, kailangan bago pa man matapos or bago pa man yung submission is makapagpasa ka na. Hindi yung kung kailan malapit na yung pagpapasa is then mo pa lang siya tatapusin. Then, that's all for today. Thank you.